Hey, my name's Randy, and welcome to Pigman. What is Pigman, you ask? Well, Pigman is a game that I created that took me far too long to create. It is the first game of this scope that I've ever created. For those familiar with the channel, I've created a few games, namely Skateboard, which is essentially a shuffleboard in Minecraft. But this was a beast. As you saw from the build, required tons of redstone, tons of functionality, a lot of really quirky mechanics, and on top of it, I wanted it to be enclosed in a very, very sexy build. So that's what I did. This build is based off a real arcade in Brookfield, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, called the Galloping Ghost. It fits in with the theme of my other builds on the Astraea SMP, which is kind of an early 20th century Rust Belt, Main Street kind of look, brick facade, something that would be built in maybe the teens through the 30s, somewhere around there. This section right here is a little bit newer, but I kind of made it blend in a little bit more than it does in real life. Nonetheless, I added a bunch of posters, quote unquote, so Minecraft paintings to make it kind of look like one of those repurposed buildings, probably used to be a general store or something, into a contemporary arcade. I also added a sign, which is supposed to signify a zombified piglin, which we'll get to that in a second, why it's a zombified piglin. But nonetheless, also added the cool lettering that I've added elsewhere. I'll have a link of this lettering in the description of the video. I think it turned out pretty good. Just 3 signs, little extra separation between the R and the C than the other letters, but nothing can be perfect. It's Minecraft. All right, so the store entrance really doesn't have much. It will have instructions to play the game on one of these lecterns, but right now it's basically just some posters. This is supposed to be maybe a water cooler, bubblegum machine or something along those lines, and extra arcade cabinets. Maybe they're selling arcade cabinets out of this place. Over here is a little apartment entrance, so you can actually go upstairs. Nothing is upstairs right now. I'm planning on putting maybe some storage or something along those lines up here, just so I have things at hand that might need to be replaced frequently in Pigman. Maybe iron nuggets or potion ingredients or stuff like that, which we'll get to in a second, why I would need those things. This also has an entrance to the main arcade, which is just covered in what it's the best attempt I could do, that I could come up with rather, for arcade cabinets, classic arcade cabinets like Pac-Man and Galaga and those types of things in Minecraft. So essentially shelves or trap doors with a slab on top and a sign. These arcade cabinets will serve a separate purpose than just decorative, however. In the game, players, which will be Astraea members of the SMP, will compete with one another or really compete with themselves and just see how far they can get in the game. The game has pretty much infinite levels. The level counter stops at 99, but I don't think anyone's ever going to get that high. What the game cabinets will serve as is a kind of a leaderboard of sorts. So any player that has played the game at least once can claim one of these. They can redecorate it if they wish. I'd like to keep the footprint fairly close, but the sign, this sign right here, you can write your name. So say like Randy, level 3, like that's as high as I got. So you can claim it, redecorate it, color it, do whatever you want to do, put your name on it with your level, and that will be how I track player progress, and who wins that month or what have you. If we go down that road, if the game is successful enough, I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I hope that the game will be that successful, and I hope that's a little weird. How did that just disappeared? Okay, that's a weird bug. Maybe that's because I have Lightmatic on. Whatever. I won't focus on it. The rest of the interior is fairly straightforward. Stripped dark oak logs, a lot of lanterns for the light, and a lot of posters or Minecraft paintings to illustrate posters. This is the entrance to the viewing area, and this is the exit of the viewing area, which we'll see in 1 second. Okay, let's talk about the rest of the exterior. So I didn't just leave a plain back. I mean, it's fairly plain, but I tried to make it look as, I guess, realistic as possible. I have a mix of andesite stone, polished andesite, cracked stone, stuff like that, going up to the tough bricks, I have a nice little line with the, what is this, chisel tuff over here, a dumpster, some electrical appliance stuff, maybe a meter, water meter, stuff like that, a gutter, air conditioning unit, the scaffolding for the windows, garage door, bring in their arcade machines and stuff like that. You know, I tried to get as involved as possible without taking weeks and weeks and weeks to design it. Even I did take weeks and weeks and weeks to design it. One thing that I kind of glossed over, which is probably the focal point, probably the thing that you immediately noticed, which is the sign. So, oh geez, let me dispatch this guy really quick. All right, so the sign is. It took a lot of work. I was working on this for a little while. So it's inspired by the Pac-Man logo. So Pigman is based off of Pac-Man. Same kind of lettering style, obviously, but with Pigman as opposed to Pac-Man. As best as I could do in Minecraft. I got really noisy with the texturing. I have a nice gradient in the background here, which goes to from the skulk to the copper. Also lined it with shelves and frog lights. So with shaders at night, this thing just really pops. The main thing that I was trying to pull off is essentially the gradient that I choose in the letters is actually based off of a zombified piglin, just like this banner sign over here. One side of the face of a zombified piglin is bone, and then it has like the rotten flesh, and then the pig flesh, you know, the pinkish flesh. And then there's also this little rib cage, kind of call to a rib cage right on this side. So that's the inspiration. Of course, piggies love their gold, so I used a gold block in between. Gold block also plays a fairly major role in the music of the game. The game does have a note block song that plays while you're challenging. I think it turned out really, really cool, made really good use of these shelves, and it does have a back. It's pretty much exactly the same as a back, except for the gradient is opposite. I like it on the front a little bit better because this eye kind of blends in to the right here. The eye kind of blends into the background a little bit as far as the contrast, but it's still readable and it's still really, really cool. Not many people will be entering from this direction. Primarily, they'll be entering from the main tent of the gaming district. The main tent, if you're not familiar with my previous episodes, when I built this a few episodes ago, the main tent is the container of the portal. So essentially people will enter here, choose to maybe play scoop board, which is again shuffleboard with armadillos as opposed to regular pucks. And this way will be the entrance to Pigman. I know this is a strange location to start the Nether-side. You're basically just looking at me standing on a 9-block platform in the sky on top of the Nether ceiling. But the reason I'm standing here is because this is the starting point, essentially, of populating Pigman with zombified piglins. So the game needs zombified piglins, and it chews through them fairly quickly. We drop a new one every time one is killed. We drop a new one every time someone levels up. And we also discard all of the piglins between games. That way every player has a fresh start, 4 piglins in the game board, and those piglins are at about full health. I need a bunch of piglins, and I need to spawn them and then transport them into the overworld from the Nether. It sounds like a simple thing, but in doing so, it's actually fairly complex because I need to spawn them in a nether waste biome. The whole gaming district is in a soul sand valley. So that's the first complication. The second complication is I need to remove all the baby piglins before I move them over into the overworld. I have a bunch of chambers to do that. This chamber below me, which you cannot see right now, let me kind of peek over the edge. Yeah, you probably can't even see that with the YouTube compression, but there's a circle down there of half slabs, smooth stone half slabs. This chamber below me is doing the first step of the process, which is removing babies and spawning them. As you can see, it's kind of similar to your typical gold farm. We have 4 platforms of magma blocks. In the center of each platform is a turtle egg. Basically, the zombified piglin spawn on these magma blocks, go for the turtle egg, fall through this powdered snow into this chamber, essentially. This chamber has 4 different valleys, and what I want is all piglins to be in these valleys, not on top of the glass, but in these valleys, and then I can kick on dispensers that are packed full of mine carts to then transport them into the second chamber, which is way over here. So the second chamber basically is getting them ready to transport them into the Nether. Now, the distance between this chamber and this chamber becomes problematic because as soon as I wander over to this side, all these guys will despawn. And as soon as I wander over to this side, all these guys will despawn. So I have kind of a center point here to kick on the minecarts to start transporting them. Even though mobs aren't supposed to start despawning until you're 128 blocks away, I still have issues with these guys despawning a little prematurely. So let me kick this on. You'll start seeing the minecarts funnel. Yep, there we go, 3 at a time. So as these guys move, I have to really be cognizant of how many I move at a time because, again, they might start despawning here and they might start despawning there. I kind of have to move like maybe 20 at a time, maybe a little over 20, basically until those dispensers are out of minecarts. I have 27 minecarts in the dispensers right now. Over on this side, all separated with an etho hopper clock, so I think these are like 6 item separation between each, which I probably will tighten up a little bit because I can afford it, I think, and just to speed up the system so I don't have as much despawning. So as they're collecting in here, so I have quite a few right now, let me just turn this off. Let's follow these guys over to the next chamber. We are going into the next chamber, which is packed full. All right, we got it. So these minecarts are off. These are the 3 minecarts that I will transport these guys into the overworld. I think that should be all the minecarts transported. Yes, okay. So let me flip this lever, get these minecarts moving, and then I'll actually go through the same portal as them into the overworld. And hopefully this works. All right, let's swim up this without hitting a minecart and turning it off. There we go. Okay, all 3 minecarts are still moving. Okay, we've lost quite a few. Okay, they're moving still. Good. All right, good. Okay, so this is working. Okay, when we're actually playing the game with other players, this won't be as big of a concern because I'll have a player within a 128 block radius and they will stay persistent in the overworld. Right now, I'm the only player within the Pigman gaming district range. That's like the worst case scenario. So we actually have a plugin on the server just recently installed at my request called Other-side, not to be confused with the Minecraft song Other-side, which is a banger. And what it does is it actually persists mobs after transporting them through a nether portal, persists them for 20 seconds, I believe. But right now I have, quite a few of these guys in here. So we're golden. This would be enough to play like quite a few games. And if I see the player very successful in the game, I can just run over and just repeat this entire process. And again, they won't despawn while someone's in the game playing because the game is just right below us. Then that's the ideal state. Next step, I have to move 5 of these guys into different locations within the game itself. The first location is the punchable pig that will sit in this mangrove boat. The other locations are in the 4 corners of the game board itself. So essentially these guys, we put in position so they can maintain line of sight to the player, so the piglins will always be angry at the player. When you first get into the game, you punch this pig, which initially angers all these guys, and then you go down and you start playing and you're running from the pigs. However, this glass actually blocks the line of sight, so there's a chance that as you're running around, the piglin that are chasing you will actually lose line of sight and de-anger. They'll calm down. They won't be after you anymore. They'll be kind of a passive mob. So these guys stationed up here are pretty critical because they're always looking down, judging, angry, making sure that their anger is pointed right toward the player, the active player. Okay, so let's move 5 of these guys. Right now, I could just name tag 5 and then fly away, and then I'll have those. Yeah, let's just do that. Get these guys. Hopefully I didn't name one twice. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, I did. I just did. Okay, well, that sucks. Well, let's see how many we actually managed to name. Whatever. I'll just get more name tags. No big deal. That's an easy resource to get. Okay, let's head our way out, which is right over here. That should be enough distance, I believe. I have a secret door over here that leads me to my noodles. can hear somebody up there, so that's a good sign. 3. Okay, so I need to name tag 2 additional. Let's just try to get these guys in position first, though. Let's not get premature about this. All right, so which guys do I actually have here? Had roast beef, had none, market. Okay, I came up with either the best idea or the dumbest idea. I'm gonna use the mechanic that they go after turtle eggs to my advantage here. Instead of moving them with boats or mine carts or anything like that, I'm actually going to, at least for one of them, I'm going to move the Punch Me Pig, the mangrove boat pig. I'm gonna move him directly into that boat via a turtle egg. And he's the one that I don't have a name. Okay, scratch that plan. I'm going to still use the turtle eggs, and I'm going to move them down to these torches. These torches are what's marking where I need to drop them. I have a dirt step ladder here, dirt stairs, whatever you want to call it, and I have my piggies right over here. I want them to walk down here, path find to this turtle egg, and I'm going to drop them down this hole before they start stomping on it. Here goes nothing. Hopefully this doesn't end in disaster. I've washed away this redstone at least once, and that's one of the worst circumstances, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But all 3 of these guys need to move down into stations all around. That's the first station, and there's 3 others after that, so let's see how this works out. You gonna pathfind to the correct spot? Well, if you pathfind, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just rename you the Punch Me guy. All right, that's fine. Okay, cool. Well, that's 1 down. All right, 1 down, and then let's get these 2. Come on. Come on. Dude, there's a turtle egg right here. There we go. Nope, nope. Ah, I broke the turtle egg. Whatever. I got more. All right. We got him. We got him. It's just that'll work. Why do you guys keep on going that way? Back. Hey, buddy. Where are you going? Why are you heading all the way up here? Come on. All right, let me go grab a boat or something. All right. Let's try this. Oh my lord, why are you way up here? Oh, he just keeps on getting higher and higher up. Get you situated. Get in there. Come on. Got him. Two down, 2 to go. All right, I have 2 additional pigs, and this should fill up everyone. I have stayed home and went to the market. Yeah, let's go, let's go. I have a turtle egg in place and one of the spots that I need this guy, and let's see if we can do this. You want to get out? You don't want to get out? Stayed home? Stayed home wants to stay home. Okay, both are trying to get out. Great, 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 great. Okay, which direction are you going? Get off of there. Okay, he's going somewhere. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get under there though, buddy. Ah, great. He's really wedged back here. Okay, let's wedge him in there. So he can't move. Why did I only put 1 in there? Oh. Oh, great. Oh, great. That's exactly what I did not want to happen. Come on. There. Got that guy. The other guy's mad at me too. That's good. That's good. Stay mad at me. That's fine. Okay, now I just need to have these guys calm down. That won't be a problem. Mad at me anymore? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Lead the boat. Pull these guys over here. Let's get them a little farther over here. Turn on hitboxes just so I don't accidentally hit one of them and then they get angry and eat my face. All right, how am I gonna do this? Because one of them's gonna, both of them might even bolt. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go. Come on, get over here. Nope. All right, where'd you go? Why are you guys running to these weird places? Oh my lordy lord. Okay, good. Yeah. No, come here. Okay, I need another boat. I need another boat so I can put these guys in separate boats. Do I have another boat? I do not. All right, let me pause for a second. I'm gonna go get another boat. Break this guy and get you in one boat. Come on. All right. Oh, you son of a. There. You in one boat. Are we wandering way up into the noodles again? Where'd he go? Where the heck did he go? Oh, he loves to be in between these little spots here. There you go. There. Okay. This is in a boat. Okay, now let's. Can't get out because of the repeater. Let's duck under here and let's just ride the boat. This is extremely frustrating. All right, can I squeeze? Yeah, I can just, let's just take this guy to the farther one. Come on, got him. Yes. Okay. Next guy, he is way tucked in here. So he's gonna be a bit of a pain. So let's just break the boat, see where he heads. You're not gonna be able to get in there, dude. You're gonna have to like climb your way out. And I don't even know, is there a way out? Is there a way to? Yeah. You're trying. Okay, let's give you a way out. Right here is a way out for you. Get. Right there. Just jump up here. Well, maybe not here, but how about here? Here you go. No, you can't just... can't just sit there. Oh, you doofus. Yeah, no, you can't get out there. Yeah, that you can get out there, I think. Did I allow you to? How about that? Get out. There you go. Now, come up here. Get up there. Come on. Great. He's dead. Alright, forget it. You're gone. I'll just get another one. I got plenty of name tags. You're gone. Okay, I got another pig, except for this time he is on the wrong side. Well, not the wrong side. He's on the opposite side that the other piggies were, on this little chamber here. So let's put this away. There we go. Okay. So if I move this glass, he should just pop right on up, if he can. How about 2? There we go. Get in the boat. Yes, okay. Alright, now I should just be able to drop this guy right over to where I need him to be. Got him. That's 4. So that's it. We did it, guys. That, I don't even know how long. What was that sequence? Like 40 minutes? I'm sure I'm gonna edit it down, but that was painful. All right, now the next things I have to do with Piglin, the next thing I have to do with Pigman is to get all the items in place. So all the droppers need to be filled to the brim, 9 stacks each. I need to get the potion ingredients all in. I need to get all the filters all in. I'm gonna do that, and then we're going to reconvene and play a round or two. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. I'm gonna lose my 48 levels that I'm holding on to right now, and see how it goes. So stick with me, guys. We're gonna be right back. Okay, without further ado, we are ready for the first survival test of Pigman. I already put all my stuff away. Just go down here and set my spawn, which we're not supposed to sleep. Somebody needs night, so let me get out of the bed as soon as I'm in. Okay, good. Okay, now, first thing you do is you walk up here, you punch the pig. Well, after you set your spawn, you punch your pig and you just walk backwards. So here we go. I don't know how good I'm gonna do, but here we go. All right, here we go. Oh man. Okay, yep, we got them. They're after us. Ah, good. Speed kicked in. Okay, so the power-ups that I'm picking up, which are these health potions, these healing potions, they will give me a speed boost, regen, and strength. So again, the whole point is I need to collect all these pellets. Oh, he's got a flame sword. That's unfortunate. I can kill the pigs. That's actually encouraged. There is also food. I don't know if I got that watermelon, but it's not really that great of food. There is a slight chance that you might get a golden apple, but that's a 1 out of 9 chance, so not super great. There we go, killed one. Now if I kill one, another one will drop and you'll get more food. Oh geez. Let's go over here. As you can see, I still have 4 piglins because I killed one and another one spawned or dropped from the ceiling. Okay, I just need 2 more pellets right here, and now I can drop them. I can drop them at any time. I don't need to necessarily wait for all of them. but it's 64 and 14, so 78 pellets in total are what I'm after. You can hear the beeping. The beeping is the counting. There's a light up here signifying level 1. And as soon as that counting is concluded, then I will pass to level 2 and more pellets will drop. So that is Pigman in a nutshell. At this point, I just need to stay alive. I can also use the health potion on myself, obviously, if I choose to. Oop, got another one. And as the levels progress, I'll get an extra piglin each level, so bonus. So there's one. I'll probably get a second one any second now. Yep, there's another one. So, oh geez, that was a horrible mistake. That was very amateurish. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can drop some. Okay, so Control Q is what drops a full stack, by the way, that shortcut. It's very important in this game. Oh, I am not. I'm gonna get cornered. I'm gonna get pincered. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need more food. You can eat the rotten flesh. It's totally fine. Let's grab, okay, we got an apple. Oh, we got a golden apple too, so we got the big bonus. Good, okay. All right. We're actually doing pretty decent. All right, I got 21 extra, or 21 pellets to drop. Let's see if I can scoot over here. Oh, no. I don't know. I lost count. I don't know how many pellets I have. It's probably my last pickup. All right. I'm not really using... Oh, that was a horrible shot. Totally missed him. If I got a direct hit, it's usually one of these splash potions and a punch, and usually will dispatch the piglins. You can throw anything, by the way, in those hoppers. You can discard just junk stuff that you have floating around. That's totally fine. Okay, so these guys have de-angered, but they're now they're angry. That was Why did I do that? All right, there we go. We did it. Okay, and then I'm here, and it shuts off the music, resets the game. All items are being collected, and we're good. Chat knows that I'm doing this. I gave them a warning, or other players. I gave them a warning that my next death is going to be on purpose, slain by a piglin. So, nice. Okay, that was great. That was fantastic. So that is it. That is Piglin in a nutshell. As you heard, the music is original except for the beginning, which is a Pac-Man theme. The only struggle right now is moving Piglin from the Nether to the Overworld. I actually just tried to do that by myself again. It was working earlier, as you guys saw earlier in the video, as far as Piglins persisting and everything, but that plugin doesn't seem to be working suddenly. I don't know if it's just the position of the players, because I have a player right now in the Nether. I have another player in the Overworld that's fairly close to me. Yeah, something's going on where it just it's not working. All items should have been collected. These tunnels are open, so the piglins will go after these eggs and then die in these little chambers here with wither roses. Yeah, everything is collected. So let's go up top really quick. This is the viewing area, by the way. So you go down here, you can look down and judge people while they play. All right, and then I have my secret little door over here. And these chests are just for all discarded items. So yeah, I got my player head. I'll just return this into the system. It's not that critical. These potion brewers, right here is one potion brewer. Let's put that here. Right here is one potion brewer for the health potion, and then there's another potion brewer right up here for the harming potion. So I brew harming potions and then drop them on this guy's head after he gets punched. That way he is always healed. No piglins left, so they probably despawned in the process. Yeah, that's going to be my struggle, so we're not going to be able to play another round right now. That's totally fine. This video is already getting really, really long. I think we're good. We've proved our point. I'm going to have to spawn more piglins, move them in the chamber, and that's probably going to require player assistance until I can figure out what's going on with that plugin. All right, so we only got to level 2. No big deal. Just because I invented the game doesn't mean I'm good at it. I'll warn you that. So that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much. I know this is a little bit of a longer episode, and I know there's a bit of a gap between episodes, but again, I do stream most Mondays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. By all means, join the stream. This entire build happened in the series of 5 streams, I believe. This Monday, I think I'm going to stream other players, potentially other players on the server playing this game. Who knows what I'm after that. So thank you so much. Have a good one, guys.